Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Express. I'm here to help you improve your English fluency and confidence. Today, we're going to talk about a fun and powerful skill that can make any conversation memorable: storytelling. Whether you're talking about your weekend, sharing an experience, or explaining something complex, storytelling can make your English come alive. In this episode, we'll go over how to structure a story, how to make it engaging, and why storytelling is a skill worth mastering. Let's get started. So, why is storytelling so important? When you tell a story, you're not just sharing information, you're creating a connection. Stories help people understand each other, remember details, and feel emotions. Think about the last time you heard a good story. It probably kept you interested, right? In English, storytelling helps you practice vocabulary, sentence structure, and intonation, which all improve your fluency. Plus, stories allow you to connect with others by sharing experiences that feel personal and relatable. Let's dive into how to tell stories in a way that sounds natural and engaging in English. Every good story has a structure, which helps keep it clear and easy to follow. A simple storytelling structure includes three main parts: the beginning, the middle, and the end. 1. Beginning. Start by setting the scene. This includes who, where, and when. For example, if you're telling a story about a trip, start with, "Last summer, my friends and I decided to go hiking in the mountains." This gives your listener context. 2. Middle. Here's where the main events happen. Focus on what makes the story interesting. Was there a challenge, a funny moment, or a surprise? Describe it to bring your listener into the experience. For example, when we reached the top, we realized we were lost. We had to use our phones to find our way back. 3. End. The ending is how you wrap up the story. It could be a solution, a lesson, or just the final part. For instance, we finally made it down safely, but now we double-check our maps before every hike. The ending helps make your story memorable. This structure will help you organize your story so it's clear and easy for others to follow. Now, let's talk about adding details to make your story more engaging. Using descriptive words, emotions, and dialogue can help paint a picture and bring your story to life. 1. Descriptive words. Try to include sensory details: sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and feelings. For example, instead of saying, "The beach was nice," you could say, "The beach was beautiful, with clear blue water and soft sand." These details make your listener feel like they're there with you. 2. Emotions. Expressing emotions makes your story more relatable. Describe how you felt during the events. For instance, "I was so excited when we saw dolphins swimming nearby," or "I felt nervous when we realized we were lost." Emotions help listeners connect with your story on a personal level. 3. Dialogue. Using a bit of dialogue can make your story dynamic. Even if you're paraphrasing, it sounds natural to include what someone said. For example, "My friend joked, we should have brought a compass." Dialogue adds realism to your story and breaks up the narration. Using these details can transform an ordinary story into something memorable and enjoyable. Now, let's go through some quick scenarios to practice storytelling. I'll give you a few examples to help you see how a story can be built around simple moments. Scenario 1. Topic: a funny mistake while cooking. Story outline: last weekend, I tried cooking a new recipe. I was supposed to add a tablespoon of sugar, but I accidentally added salt instead. I didn't realize it until I took a bite, and it tasted terrible. My family was laughing, and we ended up ordering pizza instead. Scenario 2. Topic: an interesting place you visited. Story outline: a few months ago, I visited an old castle with my friends. It felt like stepping into the past. The rooms were full of antique furniture, and there was even a secret passage behind a bookshelf. I was amazed and couldn't believe how well everything was preserved. Scenario 3. Topic: a time you helped someone or someone helped you. Story outline: last winter, my neighbor's car was stuck in the snow, so I offered to help him. Together, we managed to clear the snow, and he was so grateful. It felt good to lend a hand, and now we chat whenever we see each other. Each story doesn't have to be complex. Even simple moments, told well, can be engaging and relatable. Another important aspect of storytelling is connecting with your listener. You want your story to feel relevant to them. Here are a few ways to do that. Ask questions. Engage the listener by asking questions related to your story. For example, have you ever made a big mistake while cooking? This draws them in and makes them feel involved. Relate to shared experiences. Choose stories that many people can relate to, like funny mistakes or travel adventures. This helps listeners feel like they're part of the story. Express your personality. Storytelling is a great way to let your personality shine. Be yourself, whether that means being humorous, serious, or reflective. When you sound genuine, your story feels more engaging. These tips will help you build connections through your stories and make your listener feel like they're part of the experience. And that's all for today's episode. Storytelling is a skill that takes practice, but it's incredibly rewarding. Remember to keep your stories simple, use descriptive details, and connect with your listener. Every story you tell is a chance to practice English and make a memorable impression. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who want to improve their English. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Share one of your favorite stories in the comments below. It could be about anything: a trip, a funny mistake, or an unforgettable moment. Thanks for listening to English Express. Keep practicing your storytelling, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep sharing your stories and connecting with others. Bye for now.